What the hell? It's like a thin piece of drywall in front of a thin piece of drywall. That's some bullshit. This is why you don't buy flipped houses. Hey, cool cats and kittens. What? We're not doing that? Okay, we're not doing that. Welcome back to my channel. It's been a while since we had a good video. I just wanted to update. I started watching some stuff I filmed on this vlog and I realized that there was no context. I just started filming stuff without any explanations at all. So basically, we started doing a bathroom renovation and it started small, and then the scope of the project grew and grew and grew and grew, and then eventually my wife and I were like, if we're just gonna do this, let's just go ahead and do it full hog. So it spun wildly out of control. Yeah, I can't remember how it exactly started. I want to say like we wanted to paint, and then the painting was like, well, if we're gonna paint, we might as well fix the walls. And then we're like, well, if we're gonna fix the walls, I might as well fix some of the tape joints on the ceiling. And then it turned into, well, yeah, we haven't really cleaned in there, like deep cleaned, like the walls and the baseboards forever. So I'm like, well, we might as well paint and or replace those. And then it turned into, well, the grimy, you know, vent in the ceiling is, it's just grimed up, hasn't been vacuumed out in forever. Same with the window blinds. So then we decided to get a new sink and a new vanity, a new faucet, and why not throw in a mirror and flooring and a new shower curtain. Yeah, the only thing we're not doing is retiling the tub, but I am gonna fix the grout. Yeah. So as you can see in several of these photos, like there's just 14 years of grime. You know, we would clean the toilet and the sink and the floor and stuff, but like we never were like deep cleaners. Like we would never go through like once a month and like scour the walls or clean the baseboards or the blinds, right? And as a result, you know, it just kind of builds up. When we moved into this house, this was one of the few places we never remodeled. We've painted, we've sort of made our home our own place, but this place is the original bathroom from the people who renovated the house before us. Our house was actually purchased by a company that just flipped houses, and every time we start working on anything in this house, we take things apart and we realize just how crappy of a job they did. They just did the just absolute bare minimum. And as a result, it shows in so many places, like specifically in this bathroom, there's a place behind the vanity where the drywall just had a crack and it just kind of wobbled a bit, like the drywall wasn't even attached. And as you could see in this video, I finally just cut it out and I'm like, I gotta see what's behind here. I was really concerned that there was gonna be mold behind the wall, just the way that this company operated, and I was happy that we didn't find any mold, thank God. But in the process of doing all this, we're trying to rebuild it correctly and build it to where it's sturdy, looks nice, and of course adds value to the house. So I don't know how long this video series is going to be, but I guarantee this is going to be a month or two of work. Specifically, I'm drywalling, I'm doing plumbing, I'm doing electrical, I'm doing a little bit of ventilation, doing some flooring. Like every single one of these things you're gonna have to enjoy on YouTube, because almost all of it I have no idea what I'm doing, but I've watched a lot of YouTube videos on how to do it. And I guess is it more dangerous to have a little bit of confidence and some tools? Yeah, we'll figure this out. So join me now on the bathroom renovation. There's already linoleum. We're just gonna put more linoleum on top of linoleum. Making progress. Time to really focus on the drywall. So you can see I've been patching holes. These all need sanded, repatched again, just like little divots. Right? That's a problem spot up there. We're gonna take that tape off completely, re-spackle. Trying to see if there's any other spots. See, this looks like it could get away with just paint, maybe. And I've been working on this problem area behind the door. The paint was just coming off completely. So that's way too thick. Needs to be sanded off. And pulled baseboards up all the way around. No huge issues yet. Time to work on the tape. Okay, so we've cut away the tape that was peeling away. Just use a knife and I cut it away and then carefully peeled it away. That'll have to be remudded completely, that entire seam. Yeah, so now I'm going to sand down these patches, and once I'm done sanding, we will then repatch whatever is left as far as little divots and stuff. So, and that'll just be basic pre-mixed spackle, not the mud. Now long term, see there's this seam that is cracking from the previous people who flipped the house. They must have not have done this good enough, because this entire thing is just cracked around it. So once we pull the whole sink out, I'm gonna have to retape and mud this entire wall. So yeah. Sander is highly effective. So the good news about this pandemic is I already had a dust mask. Not bad. Now I'm working on the glorious task of removing nails. It'll be much safer in here without these sticking out. It's mud day. Somebody out there who does drywall for a living is probably gonna laugh because I bought this box. I'm gonna use it all over this wall. So it's just not this spot. But we're about to do that corner. I've pre-cut. I've pre-cut this. We're gonna mud that. I can't show this because I'm gonna be up on a ladder. So yeah. Well, I think we got it. Not bad. I mean, let's not forget that I'm a computer guy and not a trade drywaller. So yeah, little sanding, we'll let that dry, probably put another coat on it. The good news is I only need just a wee bit. So you just take like one single scoop out, put a couple dribbles of water in there, and it's good. I dripped that stuff everywhere, including on myself. Fortunately, I'm not wearing a t-shirt. No, you can't see. So now I'm just going to use the rest of that and fill in some of these tiny little holes that I had previously sanded. And maybe we'll try a little bit behind there too. Waste not, want not. It's moving day. And by moving day, I mean ripping that out. Gently. We're going to take that out. We're going to take this down. Remove all that crap. So, empty the cabinets, shut off the water, disconnect the plumbing, remove the sink, remove the cabinet. so we can get to the wall. And if we have time, we'll remove the ceiling objects because we're getting a new fan as well. And a new light, but that's going to stay there for now. So, as I expected, there's a little bit of wall damage from where that bar went. And you can see over here, it's peeling away. So I have to scrape that as well. No biggie. Got plenty. Okay, everything is now emptied out from underneath the sink. I need to disconnect all of the plumbing. But first, since we're going to try to sell this on Craigslist for a couple bucks, I'm going to clean it with cleaning stuff. We'll give it a good shine and then we'll take it apart. Yeah. Okay, sink is clean. I'm going to take this door off because I am fat. I need to get in there. There's just not enough room here. Time to get dirty. Apparently I am bleeding. Door is ajar.
Like we don't bust the water line.
Actually attached to the wall.
Huh?
Actually attached to the wall.
Yeah, we didn't touch the other one to the wall.
Couldn't be that big, could it? Boing, boing. Okay, move this. Okay, so the problem we're having is these right here are not shutting off completely. So we gotta go buy a cap while we work on them. Otherwise they're just gonna keep dripping. Okay, we have the correct plugs and pliers. So let's do this. Oh my God, they're not the right size.
I don't know if you need Teflon tape. I thought about getting some and then I forgot.
They're not the right size.
You told me 3/8.
Okay, now we have the correct one. We needed the red ones. These are meant to go onto valves. When we bought first, was actually meant to go onto raw pipes. So yeah, small difference. So this should definitely fit. Yep, it fits. We're gonna try to take this off. Follow me on this. This panel needs to come off. So we're gonna pull it off somehow. So I can get to the pipe behind that one. I see some screws and it might just pop off, so we'll see. I have faith that the previous contractor did a really shitty job, so I'm sure it'll come right off. What the hell? It's like a thin piece of drywall in front of a thin piece of drywall. That's some bullshit. This is why you don't buy flipped houses. Literally, look at this. It's a piece of drywall, behind it a piece of drywall. Two thin pieces of drywall instead of one correct size piece of drywall. I don't even know where to start. At least this one has screws on it. I can see the screws on this one. Time for the big mystery reveal. What's in the wall? If it's another piece of drywall, I'm gonna be upset. Oh, thank God. Well, I finally found the pipe. So, we either have to put an extension on this or just put a whole new piece on. And then we're gonna put a new valve on because this one's leaking. It's just a slight drip, not much. This one we're gonna put a new valve on. Doesn't need an extension though. So that's good. And while we have the water off, we're just gonna go ahead and do that valve as well. So 3 valves, 1 extension. The good news is, I was praying that this wasn't filled with mold. So we at least have that going for us. And then I also have to buy 2 small pieces of drywall. I'm guessing that this is probably the same level of shenanigans. I bet you $10 that you did the same thing. Yeah, because I don't know if it's worth just drywalling this or taping it. It just doesn't hold very well. I think we'll replace that as well. So I'm gonna cut this piece out. Yeah. So positive thoughts, there's no mold or any dead bodies or drugs. You never know when you take drywall off. You can see where I popped through the wall with this. That's the shelving on the other side of that wall. Okay, a little bit of cleanup. The fun continues. So no wonder it didn't have any stability. They used a piece of, is that baseboard? They're holding it up with a piece of baseboard and a shittily added piece of flooring that looks like it was just snapped off. And yeah, that looks like another piece of baseboard. That's why it was broken. And there's a cigarette butt. At least it wasn't weed. Well, a little bit of work cut out, but this is fixable. We could fix this. We just gotta add 2x4s. Do it correctly instead of this shit. Okay, time to clean up. Quite a mess. So here's the money shot from far away. Just got to get 3 faucets or shut-off valves, pipe extension, big piece of drywall, and maybe 2 2x4s. And yeah, got to bring the soles all up, cut it all up, patch it, tape it, do it correctly. Yeah. My homework tonight is to Google how to do plumbing. Yeah, because I don't know how to do the extension. But that's what YouTube's for. So I'm gonna end this video here because this is gonna be a long series. This pretty much ends the deconstruction phase. We've destroyed as much as we need to destroy. Now we need to build it back up. So yeah, let me know if you like the renovation video series, and shoot me tips and tricks. Remember, I'm a computer guy. I have no idea what I'm doing. Catch you guys tomorrow.